Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to kindly invite Dr. Talal Abu Ghazaleh, Chairman of TAG Jordan, to the stage for his opening speech.
Good morning. Presidents, Prime Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished colleagues and friends, it's my privilege to address you this morning. I am not reading a text because I am not disciplined as much as the diplomats and the government leaders. I like to speak out rather than read. So I would like to say that yesterday night, over dinner, we heard a lot of statements about how bad the world is in every respect, not just our region. The entire globe is inflicted with all kinds of anomalies, disasters, unfairness, poverty, illness, ignorance, terrorism, everything. So we live in what I would like to claim is the dark ages. And there is darkness. If we look around us, we see everywhere darkness. And it's not only our region. Maybe the only exception is a few countries in the world, like the Scandinavian countries, and I believe that is because they have been able to become knowledge societies and to protect themselves from the madness of this world. But overall, we are living in a world of problems and darkness. And when it is dark, the first thing you like to do is to look for a light. You search for a light. You cannot stay just in the darkness, and you'd like to find any kind of light that can give you some light in your life. And I think we are at that point of history. We need to search for a light. This is why I submitted to the organizers of this conference a document I called The Future We Want. And I'm calling on this meeting to kindly consider this document, and if approved, to come out with a declaration from this meeting, in addition, of course, to the summaries of all the discussions, but a particular declaration on how we want to address the problems of the world. We have also heard the wisdom of our speakers last night that problems of the world cannot be solved in unison, not single country. You cannot protect yourself from the problems and damages that are around you. So the document talks about the need, which I would like the organizers, if they like to circulate for discussion. It's just a discussion paper, 2 pages, which talks about how a group of wise men from different walks of life in the world, former leaders, leaders of knowledge, leaders of business, leaders of social responsibilities, civil society, academia, could sit together and write a document. It is not an institution that I'm calling for. I'm just asking for a group of wise men and global leaders to try to draft a document of a dream, a vision for the world. I think that is exercise. If it doesn't achieve anything, it can achieve hope. It can show the people that there is something to look forward for. It will also be a cultural document, a document for cultural change. It will be also a document for discussion by leaders, by UN agencies, by etc., to debate how we can exit from this difficult world we are living in, which is only getting worse by the day. I mean, don't ever think that we are going to wake up one morning and find the problem solved. the problems of the world are increasing at an exponential rate, increasing at a higher speed. And we are, as I claim, watching a brinkmanship between the leaders, the superpowers of the world, and they will reach a point where they will test their powers. And before they do that, which could be disastrous for the whole humanity, before they reach that point, they'll have to sit down, and I think that is being considered now. Many of the world leaders are talking about, let us now draw lines, new lines of power in the world between the superpowers. I'm not talking about political boundaries or geographic boundaries. I'm talking about boundaries of interest and influence. So the project I'm submitting is, and I proposed the descriptions, not the names, of personalities who could be convened. And I have worked on many UN assignments. I chaired something like 10 UN task forces, starting with the UN ICT task force, the UN Global Alliance for ICT and Development, et cetera, et cetera. And perhaps we can have this task force as one of the UN task forces, so it gives it global legitimacy. And the way we would like to see it addresses how we can, from where we are today, dream where we should be. And as Pablo Picasso said, anything that your mind can imagine can be real. Or actually, he said, is real. Anything that the mind can imagine is real and can be implemented. So let us try to see if this conference would take the first step towards carrying a torch from this sad world, dark world, miserable world we are living in every respect. We used to talk about education gap, poverty gap, digital gap. We have everything gap. And we have conflicts in every continent of the world, not just in the Middle East or in the Arab world or in the region, not at all. The problems we have outside are more serious and more inflammatory. And therefore, I think, and I would like to stop because I don't want to waste your time, I'd like that some consideration be made for this document. It's just 2 pages. And maybe we could vote at the end of the conference that we want to adopt it or trash it or throw it in the garbage. I don't mind. But at least I did my effort. And I think that with eminent and distinguished leaders attending this meeting, we should be able to be heard and to tell the world there is hope, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we want to carry that light. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Dr. Talal Abu Ghazal. May I now please kindly invite Mr. Ershad Hürmüzlü, Honorary Board Co-Chair of International Cooperation Platform, to present the flag of honor to Dr. Talal Abu Ghazal. Thank you. Ershad Hürmüzlü is on his way. Once again, thank you very much to Dr. Talal Abu Ghazal for his opening speech. Thank you, sir. No problem. Thank you. Now may I please kindly invite His Excellency Majid Bin Abdullah Al Qasabi, Minister of Trade and Investment, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, to the stage for his opening speech.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين. أصحاب المعالي والسعادة، الإخوة والأخوات، الحضور الكرام، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أود في البداية أن أتقدم بخالص التهنئة للشعب التركي ولقيادة الجمهورية التركية على فشل محاولة الانقلاب العسكري الذي كان بتاريخ 15 يوليو 2016. وأؤكد على موقف المملكة العربية السعودية الذي عبر عنه سيدي خادم الحرمين الشريفين الملك سلمان بن عبد العزيز حفظه الله في اتصاله مع شقيقه فخامة الرئيس رجب طيب أردوغان رئيس الجمهورية التركية بوقوف المملكة مع تركيا في تلك الظروف. ونتمنى وندعو الله أن يبقى تركيا وتحافظ على أمنها واستقرارها وازدهارها، لأنها بلدنا الثانية. كما يشرفني أن أكون للمرة الثانية في خلال أسبوع في اسطنبول مشاركاً في الحراك الاقتصادي الكبير الذي تشهده تركيا الشقيقة بقيادة فخامة الرئيس رجب طيب أردوغان. وتأتي قمة البوسفور السابعة وسط تحديات ومتغيرات اقتصادية متنامية تتطلب منا جهوداً استثنائية لمواجهتها. ونتطلع أن تسهم هذه القمة البناءة في بناء شراكات فاعلة بين القطاع العام والخاص، وتوفير منصة يلتقي عليها المسؤولين الحكوميين والبرلمانيين ورجال الأعمال بهدف الاتفاق على تنفيذ مشاريع مختلفة لتنمية الاقتصاد في دولنا. بحمد الله وتوفيقه ومواكبة للمتغيرات الاقتصادية المتسارعة، فقد أطلقت المملكة العربية السعودية خطة لإعادة هيكلة الاقتصاد تحت عنوان رؤية السعودية 2030. ونحن نثق أن الله سبحانه وتعالى حبانا وطناً مباركاً ففيه الحرمان الشريفان أطهر بقاع الأرض وقبلة أكثر من 1 مليار مسلم، ونتشرف بتسخير كل إمكانيات المملكة لخدمة حجاج وزوار بيت الله الحرام. إن تنويع اقتصادنا من أهم مقومات استدامته، ورغم أن النفط والغاز يمثلان دعامة أساسية لاقتصادنا، إلا أننا بدأنا التوسع في الاستثمار في قطاعات إضافية، وندرك أن أمامنا تحديات كبيرة ونسعى إلى تخطيها. فلقد بلغ متوسط النمو الاقتصادي الحقيقي السعودي خلال 25 سنة الماضية أكثر من 4% سنوياً، مما أسهم في توفير ملايين الوظائف. ويعد وطننا بفضل الله من أقوى 20 اقتصاداً على مستوى العالم، وأكبر اقتصاد في الشرق الأوسط، إلا أن طموحنا أكبر، وسنسعى إلى أن نتبوأ مكان أكثر تقدماً بحلول عام 2030 إن شاء الله. بالرغم من التباطؤ الاقتصادي العالمي والأثر المتوقع من الإصلاحات الهيكلية في اقتصادنا خلال السنوات القليلة القادمة، وهذا سيتطلب منا الاستفادة من مواردنا واستثمارها من أجل تنويع اقتصادي غير نفضي، وإطلاق إمكانات قطاعاتنا الاقتصادية الواعدة، وتخصيص عدد من الوحدات والخدمات الحكومية. وفي الختام يسرني أن أتقدم لمنظمي قمة البوسفور بخالص الشكر على اختيار بلادي كضيف شرف لهذه القمة، كما أشكرهم على حسن التنظيم والإدارة، مع تمنياتي لهم بالتوفيق في المؤتمرات القادمة إن شاء الله، آملاً أن تكون مخرجات هذه القمة مواكبة للتطلعات والآمال، وأن يوفق المولى عز وجل جهودنا جميعاً لما فيه خير شعوبنا وأوطاننا. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you to His Excellency. may I please kindly invite Mr. Mehmet Büyükekşi, President of Turkish Exporter Assembly, to present Flag of Honor to His Excellency. Mr. Mehmet Büyükekşi is presenting the Flag of Honor to His Excellency. Now, may I please kindly invite Mr. Majid Bin Abdullah Al Qasabi. No, he just had his speech. Thank you. We like you having here, sir. Sorry, may I please kindly invite Mr. Ahmad Al Saadi, Senior Vice President, Saudi Aramco, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, to the stage for his speech. Thank you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أصحاب المعالي، أصحاب السعادة، الحضور الكرام، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. باسم أرامكو السعودية يسرني أن أشارك في هذا المؤتمر الهام وأعبر عن شكري للمنظمين لتوجيه الدعوة لشركة أرامكو السعودية. ونظراً للصبغة الفنية للخطاب أود التحدث باللغة الإنجليزية. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, marhaba and günaydın. It's indeed a great pleasure to be with you here in Istanbul as part of the 7th Bosphorus Summit. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and Turkey have a long-standing and a deep-rooted relationship that is growing stronger by the day. In September of this year, our Crown Prince, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Nayef, visited Turkey and outlined the scope for growing the trade between the two countries. Also last month, the Minister of Energy, Industry and Mineral Resources outlined Saudi Arabia's vision of an optimal energy future in the World Energy Congress that was held here in Istanbul. During the visit, Saudi Aramco was delighted to sign memorandums of understanding with 18 leading Turkish contractors. These MOUs signal the start of a new era of collaboration between Saudi Arabia and Turkey. Today, I will give you a brief introduction of Saudi Aramco, and then I will follow with comments focusing on Saudi Aramco roles in supporting the Saudi Vision 2030. Saudi Aramco is a fully integrated energy enterprise that manages the world's largest oil reserves of about 261 billion barrels and natural gas reserves of 294 trillion cubic foot. Our upstream investment and expanding production infrastructure have helped to maintain our role as the world's largest crude oil exporter over the past several decades. And with the dedication and expertise of our people, we produce about one out of every 8 barrels that are produced in the globe. Saudi Aramco also participates in refining capacity of 5.4 million barrels per day, making us the world's 6th largest refiners. Our 2020 corporate strategy's intent is to become the world's leading integrated energy and chemical company. This means focusing on maximizing our income, facilitating the sustainable and diversified expansion of the kingdom's economy, and enabling a globally competitive Saudi energy sector. Our strategic intent is fully aligned with the Saudi vision for the year 2030, which I will now share with you. In April of this year, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia announced Saudi Vision 2030, a pioneering and transformative blueprint to support sustained economic growth, economic diversification, and job creation to benefit the Kingdom and its citizens for future generations. The vision rests on 3 pillars: Saudi Arabia at the heart of the Arab and Muslim world, an investment powerhouse, and the hub that connects 3 continents. These pillars are reinforced by 3 themes: a vibrant society, a thriving economy, and an ambitious nation. Each of these 3 themes covers specific goals defining the journey towards Saudi Vision 2030. A vibrant society speaks to taking pride in our national identity, living by our Islamic values, and empowering our society. A thriving economy seeks to provide broad opportunities across all sections of society, creating a favorable environment for businesses, both big and small, favoring long-term investments, and leveraging the Kingdom's unique geographical position and resources. Finally, an ambitious nation rests on effective governance and shared responsibility across all aspects of business, government, and society. In order to achieve the vision, the Kingdom has launched 13 transformative programs. These programs are underpinned by the National Transformation Program. They include efforts to forge strategic partnership with global partners, strengthen private and public sector, and restructure the Kingdom's public investment fund. I will next share with you the role Saudi Aramco is expected to play in the Saudi Vision 2030. Saudi Aramco enables the Kingdom Vision 2030 by focusing on 3 building blocks. First, driving global leadership in energy and chemicals. Second, accelerating the Kingdom's development. And third, supporting the Kingdom as an investment powerhouse. Saudi Aramco will also contribute to Vision 2030 through its well-established corporate citizenship programs. I will now highlight each of these building blocks in further details. To drive global leadership in energy and chemicals, Saudi Aramco will focus on the following key aspects. We are reinforcing our global leadership in upstream, where we aim to stay the course as the market and industry leader, as well as the most reliable global supplier of oil.